What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you, but you know what we got to do first. We got to talk about those things that generate a little revenue for the show. First and foremost, we are brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. You can support this show for as little as $3 a month. Less than the cost of a beer, Drinking Buddies. For just a tad more, just a little bit more, you can get all the audio versions ad-free. For a little bit more than that, you can get the video versions ad-free and early. And all this goes to support the show. And I do randomly throw other stuff up on there. I have some BTS footage that I've been filming with the last few episodes that are definitely going to be going on there. I just need to have 5 minutes to throw it together and edit it. Please check that out today at patreon.com/MattSlayer. We are also brought to you by the merch store at anwd.net/merch. The merch store is fully migrated over. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you can click on the merch store in the YouTube channel. All sorts of new stuff. I'm going to be making some new designs in the next week or so as well. Buy a hat, buy a shirt. The Metal and Now We Drink hats came out awesome. I've been rocking one. You'll see me in the video version actually wearing one this week. Real happy with it. And I think that design's going to be limited because I'm going to change it up a little bit. Check all that out today at anwd.net/merch. Last, but certainly not least, the easiest way to support the show, the absolutely easiest way to support the show, is twofold. Tell your friends. Signal boost. Let people know about the show. The other, painfully easy way to support this show is go to youtube.com/nowwedrink and subscribe. Feed the algorithm. It just helps bring more Drinking Buddies to the party. All right, I'm exhausted. Let's get on with it. My guest this week. You may know her from Ink Magazine. She's an old school suicide girl, Miss Abbey Soandso. This was a really fun one. Gets pretty weird at points. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy, Drinking Buddies. Abby, how the hell are you?
I'm fucking great. How are you?
I'm doing well. As you're coming in, just like, let's do the selfie.
Yeah, well, I have to make sure that I look okay. Yeah.
You are on camera, yes.
Yeah. I don't want to offend.
Did you think you'd offend people if you did, the makeup was a little?
I think I would, yeah, because, they'd at least have something to say about it.
Yeah, but controversy's good, right?
I guess so.
More eyes on the product?
Yeah, I was having that conversation recently. I was like, I'm really not controversial. I think it's time that I do something to get canceled for and then I ignore, whatever the problem is so that I don't have to face any consequences.
America does love, a story of cancellation and coming back.
Yeah, but the secret to cancellation is just not apologizing. To avoid the cancellation, you just don't say anything.
And it's also so fucking insincere half the time when the people that are canceled.
Where am I going?
Wherever's clever.
I think I'm gonna scoot on in here.
Is your angle still good?
I think so.
All right, cool.
So I'm gonna turn this a little bit. Yeah, perfect, beautiful. Wow.
Welcome to the behind the scenes of the show.
Yes.
It's just me. There's no fucking PA to fucking do this shit for me. One day.
He's doing a great job.
Aw. She's lying to you folks, but but yeah, the celebrities are like, oh, well, it's so fucking insincere every fucking time.
Yeah. Have you seen this Colleen Ballinger girl?
Remind me, because I feel like I know the name, but
she does this character called Miranda Sings. Okay. And it is like a kind of like mentally challenged girl, I think, who thinks that she can sing and she's trying to get famous and she's really not good at it. But I don't know, she's just so obnoxious that she can't be stopped. And that, I guess, is Colleen in real life. But she did this. Oh man, It's a lot, but there's these allegations against her that she's been like grooming children because her audience is largely like, 11 through 15. And so she's talking to all these kids and doing all this weird shit. Like she sent a little boy, I say little boy, I mean it is a little boy, like a 12-year-old boy underwear. I don't know. But her apology, her acknowledgement of all the shit that's going on was to play like a ukulele song.
Oh, that I saw. That.
Yeah.
Because people were endlessly like, or you know the YouTube channel Legal Eagle?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay. He covered the ukulele song. Because she's like, I'm going to sue.
He covered it.
Yeah, because he's like, she's claiming, she registered with CD Baby and Apple Music so she'd have the copyrights on it. He's like,
yeah.
She automatically gets the copyrights and it's still fair use to parody her on it.
She's a clever little bitch.
Yeah, but she's going to lose in court if she sues anybody over it.
She's fucked.
What?
But it's enough to try to scare people. But anyway, fuck that.
Yeah, people that don't know any better. It actually really gives me like very few things in this world give me the ick. Like fucking adult creators that are like, I want to get into the children's space because I think it's the fast lane into fucking celebrity and stardom. It's like gross.
Just do like a Christian TV show.
Yeah, but if that's not actually your fucking morals, that's gross too.
Yeah, she claims that Netflix gave her, because they gave her a TV show for some reason, like a TV show on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, it's Netflix. They'll just throw money at you.
Yeah, it was really weird because all she talked about was blowing her uncle or something. It was fucked up. And so she's like, well, they rated it PG-13. And it's not. And no one did that. And so that's just, I don't know, because she was trying to say that, well, it's your fault that you let your kids watch my weird content, because she makes a lot of weird content about, like, I don't know, like, she got in trouble for asking kids to put tampons in their mouth. I don't even know, like, why? First of all, why? What is that? Is that your fetish? That's fucking weird.
Right? Like, if it's not your fetish, it's someone else's fetish, and, like, then you're just playing into someone else's fetish, and then...
Yeah. I'm gonna take this moment to I'm kink shaming.
Yeah, I'll kink shame on that one.
Yeah.
There are very few things I'll kink shame. Like, the minute you involve minors, I'm kink shaming you.
Yeah, it's people are calling themselves MAPs, minor attracted persons. Yeah, we're fucked. Send the asteroid. Just, I don't want to. It's fine.
See, it was one of those things where, like, when COVID hit, I was just like, man, I was really hoping the decline of human civilization was going to come fast and not just this slow decay shit.
Like, it's fast in that it's going to be within the next 50 years. But
yeah, but I'm not going to be alive for that.
No, you get to live through it.
You think I'm going to make it another 50 years? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I think with AI, our hearts will go on.
Yeah, but I'll still be quite dead.
You won't know because, like, your consciousness will be, like, in a computer.
They'll just delete that little part where I die.
Yeah.
Well, the other version of me will go on. This still meatbag will be dead.
Yeah.
You ever see, like, the, what is it, late 90s, early 2000s Schwarzenegger flick The Sixth Day?
I have not.
Okay, it's not a good movie. But the whole plot of it is, like, the villains are trying to achieve immortality via cloning. So they're, like, transfer their memories into another clone. But it's like, the clone, like, the you still fucking dies.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. Yeah,
so that's the problem. That's the problem with the singularity. Unless you just edit out, like, that you were ever in this meat bag. I mean, you wouldn't be the first or last person to, like, expel bodily, gases on this show. Don't worry.
Try to keep it out of this hole.
I appreciate that. It's a leather chair for a reason, though. So easy clean.
No reverb here. Will there be? I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Let me get the paper towels. I have baby wipes somewhere.
I only had liquids today. Let's go.
Oh, boy.
On my LA diet. Juice cleanse.
Most people, when they speak liquid diet, is the liquid diet I'm on right now.
Is this... Whatever. I was going to ask if this was Coke juice, like if that's what it was supposed to be, because they made it with actual, like, fun stuff instead of whatever chemicals this is, just like caramel flavoring and something. But, anyway, I'm stoned as shit.
Well, I figure, like, when someone specifically requests Coke, you have to go Mexican Coke or, like...
Yeah, it's really, maybe, it's not spicy. It's like, it's just sharp. It's sharper.
It's like, oh, it's real. Oh, shit. It's like, there's real sugar in this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. So, have you heard people being like, oh, Diet Coke causes cancer? No way.
Everything causes cancer.
No shit. But, like, if anything's going to cause cancer, it's Diet fucking Coke. There's no calories in it. And you think that's okay? That's real sus.
Yeah. It super is. And the best part is the people that are like, I'm going to get Diet Coke with my double cheeseburger. I'm like, I'm going to be fine.
Good job, bud. Whatever. If the cancer doesn't kill you, your clogged arteries will.
Right. Just steer all the way into it. Get the sugar. Don't deny yourself the fucking pleasure of...
It's the best part.
Right.
Yeah, I love like that cracked out feeling I get when I get heart palpitations because I've had a large fucking Coke, which is like a 2 liter of, yeah.
You fuck around with energy drinks at all?
No.
No.
I would rather do cocaine. And I don't really do cocaine that much anymore.
Well, that's probably good. It's half of it has fentanyl in it now, so.
Yeah. And I want to take this time to say that you can't test your Coke. Like, you can't. It doesn't matter because if there's like a little grain of fentanyl in it somewhere, you're not going to detect it unless you test your whole batch, in which case you won't have any Coke. So either you get lucky or you don't, but you should probably carry, what is that?
Narcan. I have some in the fridge.
Yeah, great.
Like, I don't want someone dying in here. I don't do Coke, but like, I literally just don't want someone dying in here.
Yeah, that's really fair.
But there is a way you can test your Coke. You have your friends do it first.
Well, yeah, but you still might get the part with a little like fentanyl.
Well, you have them do a bunch of it. Just lower your odds.
Just get the Narcan.
Do both.
Just try the Narcan. See what happens when you do that.
Oh, that'd be a weird new trend. People just get high on Narcan. Like, what does this shit do? Ooh, it's got to do something to you while you're sober.
Sure. Yeah. What is it?
Like, I'm half tempted to Google this shit right now.
Are we gonna Google what Narcan does if you're not fucked up? I feel like it probably does nothing.
No.
I'm gonna burp again.
Like it's gotta do something. Well, that's bullshit.
Nothing. It does nothing.
It will not harm a person. It doesn't say it doesn't do anything, but it will not harm a person.
Is it a party drug?
I mean, they give it out for free. I mean, you might as well just try and figure it out the hard way.
Fuck around and find out.
Exactly. That's science.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yes. The whole premise of science. You're just gonna fuck around.
Yeah. See what happens. I mean, you're supposed to record it and have controls. And so just doing Narcan without any documentation might not be true science, but, you know.
I'll let you know how it goes.
I mean, I'll grab you a box right now.
Yeah, please. Let's do it.
I will commit to the bid. I'm down if you are. That will be a show first.
Oh my God. No, I'm not going to do not right now anyway. At least let me get, let me go outside to the, the people in the dark dumpster.
Well, no, because then you'll actually legitimately be using it.
Fuck.
I was hoping you were going to say, at least let me get settled. Like, we're 5 minutes into the show. Like,
do you think that it works like if you take the Narcan first and then you do the Coke, you won't get...
It's like prep.
Yeah.
I don't think it works like that. Why is there
like a condom?
It's preventative Narcan.
That's brilliant.
You got to do Narcan like you're drinking with water. It's like, okay, I'm going to have 2 bumps, then a Narcan.
Yeah. I think it could work. I mean, if you don't want to go through the whole situation, I feel like, yeah.
Okay, I got to find someone to experiment on.
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel like it's LA. It won't be,
No, I'll throw a stone. And grew up in Chicago, and like, there's definitely a hard partying scene. But it's like, when I moved to LA, it's like, oh, everyone does cocaine. Fucking everyone.
Yeah, I learned that like probably when I was in my mid-20s. I was like, oh shit, everyone does it. Normal people. I babysat for this guy.
Wait a minute, the kids were doing cocaine?
They were fucked up all the time. It was out of control. But the mom, 2 little, like not even a 2-year-old, and then like a 6-month-old. This girl abandoned her kids to go be with her coke dealer. We lived in a trailer park. This trailer bitch had money for coke. You're kidding me.
Man, coke has fallen off as like it used in the 80s. Like you had to be rich to do cocaine. Like it was something that like doctors and lawyers and yuppies did.
Yeah.
Like look at how much coke has fallen off. Like
yeah. What do we like? What's the replacement for coke?
Right. What is the prestige drug now?
I don't even. Is it ketamine? It's not ketamine.
I mean, could something that can be prescribed to you by your doctor really be prestige?
Maybe. Although, no, you know what? I think that maybe shrooms is the new, because everyone's on shrooms. Everyone. I'm microdosing.
I mean, I have a lot of love for shrooms. A lot of love.
Me too.
But I don't think there's anything prestigious about it. It's not like I'm in a better tax bracket because I can afford shrooms.
Well, that's okay. So that's true. But I don't know. It's like so.
Are you California sober? Or
yeah, it's like so enlightening. Yeah, I just feel like so good since I started microdosing. Yeah, I've healed like all of my traumas.
So whatever happened to just getting fucked up to get fucked up?
You don't do that anymore. That's not cool.
Oh, here's to me being lame.
Me sober.
I'm so cool.
I'm Cali sober. I'm Cali sober.
So just mushrooms and weed?
Yeah, well, just any drugs, anything but alcohol. You know.
So why did you step away from alcohol?
Oh, because alcohol was depressing.
Well, it is a depressant.
Yeah. And so I have borderline personality disorder and I'm autistic. So fun. And with BPD, which a lot of people think that that's bipolar disorder. It's a different thing. So borderline personality disorder is just like the inability to regulate your emotions. And so the ones that are good are really good and the ones that are bad are really bad, and everything in between. And so I was already depressed because I was splitting up from my ex-husband. And I was drinking because I was like, well, this is going to make me not feel anything. This is going to make me numb. And it did for like the first hour. And then I was just like, I'm a piece of shit. Fuck me. Go to hell. Die. And so that's what alcohol did for me. It just made me more depressed. It made me suicidal. And I was just like, well, I don't really see the benefit, because it's not fun anymore. So when I quit drinking, people always ask me, they're like, well, how do you do it? Like, how do you avoid the temptation? And I just don't understand. Like, I could never do that. You're like so strong. It doesn't bother me because I was done. And if you're not done and you feel like the FOMO, then you're not going to be able to quit because it's just going to be a constant battle. But I was done. I was like, it doesn't serve me. I don't feel good when I do it. It makes me feel good? Getting high as shit on fucking shrooms and playing piano. That's great.
Except when you got to like take the piano out in public. It's a little harder.
We're not doing that. Yeah, no.
So you can go drink in public now.
Isn't it weird that's not even allowed? Because you can get fucked up at a bar, right? But you can get in trouble for public intoxication.
Yeah. It's like, you can get fucked up, but you can't get too fucked up.
And then they're like, well, they're giving out DUIs. Totally valid. But like, you park your car in front of the bar. So what are you supposed to do? Like that parking lot's not big enough to keep your car there overnight in everyone's car. So not everyone's going to get to Uber.
Well, that's where you fucked up and, drive into the bar. Like,
whoops. Can I get a rock tonic? Thank you.
Right. Like, you have to have a little forethought. Just a little. I mean, luckily we live in LA and it's just like, oh, there's Ubers every 10 minutes, like every 10 feet. It's just like Uber. But
well, that doesn't stop anyone.
No, not at all.
My biggest fear, so I used to live here. My biggest fear when I was moving to LA was that I was going to get hit by a wrong way drunk driver, because I had seen that in the news so much around that time. I was like, fuck, someone's gonna fucking kill me. Yeah, wrong way driver. Everyone's just getting fucked up. And
well, yeah, I mean, how else are you gonna numb yourself to like, holy fuck, how am I gonna pay rent this month? My rent costs more than most people's mortgages. Fuck. I didn't get the part. I'm not a 10 millionaire. How am I going to fuck?
Well, here's the thing, right? Not everyone needs to be famous. How about you take your tits back to fucking Ohio and go be a nurse? We need more fucking people running the X-ray machine.
Unfortunately, you don't get famous, running the X-ray machine. You don't get validation from strangers running the X-ray machine, even though you fucking should, because that's a much more important job than, like, being a fucking influencer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Oh, you're on fucking. I almost said Seinfeld. You're on Seinfeld? Wow, that's amazing. You're like, no one gives a fuck about your Netflix show. Like, there's enough of those. There's enough. There's really enough.
As we're doing this on a podcast.
Whoopsies.
Like, because there aren't enough of these.
Hey, I mean, I'm successful enough so that I don't have to fucking worry about paying my rent. So I think that if you get to that point, then you're allowed to stay. But if you're still, after a couple of years, like, oh my God, just scraping it together while you get fucked up at the bar, like getting your $2 in residuals, how about you just fuck off?
Okay, well, now I gotta cut the show short, so I go pack. Fuck, I just got evicted from LA. Fuck. Thanks, Abby. Thanks.
I'm sorry, it's not up to me. I don't make the rules.
Fuck.
Yeah, but have fun in Ohio.
No one has fun in Ohio.
They totally don't. They don't.
I have friends that live in Cincinnati. No one has fun in Ohio.
Yeah. Everyone. I was committed to a bit for a while where I, just posted memes about how much I hated Ohio, and everyone like, why do you hate Ohio so much? And I just I dated a guy from Ohio.
I'm sorry.
I dated a guy from Ohio. And now I hate it because I have to. No, I mean, it was when I was like a kid. I was like 14 and he was on vacation with his friend. He was like 17, which is kind of weird, but like, it's whatever. He's from Ohio. And
you got all your teeth. I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah. I've never seen a full mouth. I associate Ohio with my first puppy love heartbreak.
Aw.
Yeah.
He left you after vacation?
Well, he left me because I was too needy. Yeah. And now he's still following me on everything, and he is a fan of my OnlyFans. So
it sucks you can't upcharge like specific people.
Well, that's not entirely true. He gets the same subscription price as everyone else, but I can choose prices individually.
Is he trying to buy pay-per-view shit?
I shouldn't actually say that. If there's an OnlyFans girl who doesn't like you, or boy probably, they're going to fucking charge you more. So get your shit in line so that you get to pay the prices that everyone else is paying. Otherwise, sorry about your luck, pal.
That seems like it should be illegal.
I make the rules.
I know, but it seems like it should be illegal because, like, what other fucking establishment could you go to and be like, I would like to buy your good or service? For you, $200. For that guy, $5. Like, what other establishment can you do that? Nowhere you can do that legally. That is.
I mean, there's different versions of that. Like, I can get you a really good deal on this car. I wouldn't get some asshole a really good deal on the car. I'm like, right,
but he's not paying more than sticker. He would just be paying less than sticker. There's a difference there.
Not well, I don't know.
It'd be like, it's one thing if you're like, I'm going to give everyone but him a discount. It's a whole nother story where you're like, I'm raising the price on your ass.
No, when people are really annoying, you charge them more because it's a nightmare to deal with some people, and you're just like, okay.
Oh,
this is the price that you have to pay for me being nice to you.
I'm painfully aware. Like, I get run off of people's fucking fans, and they're a night. Like, I only have to deal with them in smatterings, and they're fucking a nightmare. Like, I had a dude. There's a Patreon for the show, and one of the performers' super fans like came in and was just like, "What the fuck, man? Her tits are only on screen for like 30 seconds because people get naked on here occasionally. It happens. Like, those go to the Patreon, whatever." And I'm like, bro, you're demanding that I refund your money because a well-established porn star had her tits out for only 30 seconds and you're upset about this? Like, there are hundreds of episodes of content, like, and you can see this person have sex for free. What is your malfunction?
Some people need to get a fucking job, like I said. You had more time where you were outside of the house fucking catching, I don't know, rhinoceroses or building a fucking house, whatever we did before we were doing whatever this stupid shit
I mean, we were trying to survive and like get food and
Yeah, go do that. Go forage. Get the fuck out of here.
what also blew my mind about this dude was like when he talked to me in DMs, he was a sweetheart. But the minute I didn't respond to him in like 30 seconds, he would just start blowing me up. Like he went to the YouTube channel to call me a scammer, like because I didn't respond to him in like 30 minutes or some shit. Like,
So he like, you're whatever, you're ugly anyway, do you?
yeah,
Oh shit.
like, this dude's a scammer. I'm just like, for half a second, I thought about giving you the refund if you weren't happy with the product. Now fuck yourself.
Oh, people really fuck themselves over. And that's someone who, would get charged more. Sorry, bud.
See, I wish I had that option on Patreon. Maybe I should just move all the content to OnlyFans and
It's time.
that will give some people some weird ideas if I have an OF all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then that guy's really gonna be mad.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. For someone who's been in adult entertainment for over a decade, I've managed to keep my dick off the internet, and I'm planning to keep it that way.
So what are your ties to adult entertainment?
So at this point, when I first got in, I was a roadie. Like I went on the road with girls while they're featuring convention shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've been a PA. I have an AVN nomination for Best Non-Sex Performance. Yeah. There's footage out there of me bombing in front of the whole industry at AVN 18. Like, we won Best Comedy, and I jumped up on stage dressed as a rabbi and just fucking didn't know what the fuck to say because every other category, the whole cast got on stage. No one else came up.
Oh.
So they hand me the award. Fucking Doug Benson hands me the award. And I don't know what the fuck to say. So I just verbal diarrhea at the joint at the Hard Rock in front of the whole industry.
Was that like a couple of years ago?
2018.
Oh, so that was when SG was there, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I spent most of AVN really drunk.
Yeah, I spent most of AVN looking for Doug Benson. I was like, please smoke weed with me.
Oh, shit. Well, I wish we knew each other at that point because I would have directed you to the people that Doug was probably hanging with. Because I had met Doug on a couple different occasions, like at hotel parties, and I know the people he's there hanging with the whole time. Next time I'll be like, go talk to this person. Doug's probably not far away. I don't know why I'm whispering. But yeah.
That's the ASMR portion of the show.
Which is just post-production hell for me. It's like, cool, I'm going to make myself more work. And the worst part about that whole, in addition to bombing in front of the whole fucking industry, in front of Doug Benson, was a week and a half after AVN, I was at the store and Doug was performing. I was on a date. I'm like, I was just on stage with Doug. I'm going to go say hi. He had no clue who I was.
No.
And my date was just like, sure you were. Sure you were just on stage.
Oh, no.
Like, oh. Oops. I swear there's footage of it. I swear. But,
Wow.
yeah, so like at this point, I've been doing this for 7 years. I still PA and like do work. I edit people's content.
Nice.
So jack of all fucking trades in this shit.
Yeah.
Everything but slinging dick.
Okay, that's even if you decide someday, no dicks, that's fine.
Well, it's one of those things where like I've been saying no for so long. Why would I say yes now?
That's fair. I mean, have you thought about it?
No. Well, okay. So when I first got in, like that was, I think part of the reason I was successful in like getting in was like day one, I'm like, I don't want to slang dick. Mm-hmm. Like I'm a film nerd and I didn't know anyone who made mainstream movies and met a bunch of people that worked for Burning Angel back in Chicago. And it's like, oh, well, maybe I can make stuff in porn. Like that's movies.
Yeah.
And then, those days in 2010, 2011, like if you're male talent, you're doing studio work. So it's like, I don't think I could do that job. I have a very average penis and I'm not sure I could fucking get it up with a bunch of dudes that look like me standing over me.
So I've noticed that in this scenario, the only option is you with men.
Well, most crews are men.
Yes.
Not me performing with men, but
Yeah, but
I mean that is an inroad for a lot of people, is starting off gay for pay and then moving over to mainstream.
yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with me. lately, but I have been watching a lot of bisexual porn.
Like bisexual threesomes or get into that Wolf Hudson shit?
Who's Wolf Hudson?
Oh, and Wolf Hudson is very famous for boy girl
Oh.
threesomes.
Wait, maybe. If it's on like college fucks or something.
I don't know where his content lives these days.
But yeah, I like watching dudes get fucked by dudes.
Hey, that I won't kink shame.
Yeah, I'm like, what does this even mean?
That you like dudes banging dudes. Now, are you gonna slide into like full on gay porn, or does someone with a vagina still need to be in the mix?
I've watched gay porn.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, because okay, so here's the thing. I feel like I'm just like any other, millennial woman where I want to hear a guy come. I want to hear it. So, guys when I'm really outing myself here. This is great. Oh, I'm so glad that all
You're doing this stone cold sober.
Yeah. I'm so glad that I have all my filters on properly on Instagram, because after I say this, I'm sure that there's a chance that I would have a lot of suitors wanting to send the content that I like to watch. But I digress. So I started watching guys just jerking off. Yeah.
You going into people's cam rooms and doing it live, or
I've done that.
you tipping well at least?
Fuck that. Yeah, no. Listen.
That's some hypocrisy
I
right
know.
there.
I was a cam girl for a long time, so you have to draw your audience in. So these guys are fapping into the thing. That's great, cool. I'm not paying you though. Yeah, you're gonna have to get some guy to fucking pay you, because there's only a couple of dudes whose content I've paid for. But the thing is, they're not gonna get the big money from me anywhere. They're gonna get it from other guys.
Well, yeah, but you need to volume matters. A buck's a buck.
I know. Well, I'll subscribe to their OnlyFans.
All right.
I'm not tipping in the chat room. I don't trust the website.
Okay.
Having worked for one, I know that they're all really sketchy. So I'm like, you're gonna steal my credit card number.
Well, that's why you gotta get a burner prepaid just for your fapping.
I'll get around to it. But yeah. So I started watching videos of guys jerking off, and it was like guys moaning when they're coming, because I was like, this is hot.
Is that a big market?
Yes. These videos, so most guys are like really not good at it, or they'll say that they're like moaning in their video, and they'll just be like, at the end. And it's like, no, I want you to be loud and sound like an animal like the whole time, whatever. So, yeah. Yes. Yes. If more guys, like, that's the only way that guys can get women to specifically like get into their content.
I found my niche. Okay. I guess I am getting an OF. No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're just like,
just the whole, you being all sweaty and hairy. Just,
yeah,
no.
yes, it's so hot. But these guys, yeah, no. And then there's like a bunch of like, no offense, whatever. There's
no offense, me.
No. It's a little racist, but like there's guys, like a lot of European guys do it, but they have these like little bitchy little voices. So like the French guy's like, oh yes, oh, and I'm like, ew.
Yeah, but other people would be like, oh, that's so romantic.
Barf. No.
Not into the romance?
Well, in my own time. Not when I'm like just trying to get a 30-second nut.
Fair.
Girl. So.
You're just like, no, there's no time for foreplay. Let's, come on.
No, because I just jump straight to the part. I'm like, okay, what is he, whatever. And if I don't see the fucking, if I don't see the sound bar, like the little thing, if I don't see that spiking, I know that this guy's just going, and I don't give a fuck. So, you know who is loud?
Who's that?
Guys getting fucked by guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'd assume I'd be pretty loud if something in my asshole too.
Yeah.
If I was into it or not, like I'm pretty sure I would be pretty fucking loud.
So yeah, that's how I kind of found my way to gay porn. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll put a girl in it, because I just didn't know that like chicks were having threesomes with two dudes where the dudes were fucking each other. And I kind of got close to that.
A fucking sandwich, like.
I know. So before that, I really got into DVP.
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Well, the thing is it's purely fantasy for me because I'm like, I'm like really small down there, and that I could never. I could fucking never.
I'm sure you could train up to it if you really wanted to.
I don't know that I could. It really doesn't feel like I could.
I mean, eventually it'll tear.
Well, yeah, oh cool, an episiotomy.
I'm just saying, physically it would work. It might not be fun.
In theory, like it's possible, but for me, nothing about it actually turns. It's a fantasy.
Okay.
So then I was like, oh, these guys are like fucking this one girl in the same hole. That's crazy. And then I like accidentally found a video where this guy was like blowing this other guy, and the guy was getting this whatever. Like, and I was like, wait, this is hot. And I was like, wait, am I gay? And I was like, wait, no, that doesn't make me gay. I'm gay because I fuck girls.
I mean, it's just all spectrum anyways. Like,
honestly, it's just everyone, you're either zero, like, no, everyone's a little bit queer. Just even if it's just 1%. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how queer I am anymore.
well, you should go experiment.
I had a girlfriend last summer.
How'd that go?
Everything they say about lesbians is true.
So you two live together?
We hooked up, and then she didn't leave my house for 2 weeks. I was like, okay, I need you to fucking go home.
Were you just too polite to kick her the fuck out?
Yeah, for a while I was like, oh, but she's so sweet and we have so much fun. But then I was like having a panic attack when she was in the room, and I was like, oh, I need you to get the fuck out of my face.
What would you do if a guy tried to do that shit?
Oh, well, I'm a stupid girl, so I'd be like, oh my God, this is so cute. But it was just that we were like the same, and I don't know, she's very, very clingy.
Well, yeah, she moved right the fuck in with you. Like, how long till the toothbrush showed up?
Oh, it was already there. It was in her overnight bag, which was like a fucking gigantic Mary Poppins duffel.
So this wasn't her first rodeo.
You know what's interesting? I was her second girlfriend, and she didn't know that she was gay, even though she.
Is this what she told you, or do you have like proof of this?
I have proof of this.
Okay.
Yeah, she
This is my first.
kind of, yeah. So she dated a girl before me, but she literally didn't know she was gay, even though she's like a late 20s virgin. I was like, babe, you're gay. You're gay.
I mean, she could just have a lot of anxiety. I dated a 24-year-old virgin at one point.
Did you sort that out?
I zigged where I should have zagged. I would have sorted it out.
Oh shit. And rumor has it she's still a virgin.
No, she got drunk on St. Patrick's Day and lost that shit to some dude she didn't care about.
Oh my God. That seems like a really... so was it just like anxiety?
It was an anxiety thing, and like, she's of, roughly my age, where like, our sex ed was like, oh, you will get an STD, and she just had a ton of anxiety about it. Where I zigged where I should have zagged was like, I didn't go get a clean test before, we were going to, close escrow, as it were.
Oh.
And I'm like, I know I'm good. Like, I got a test like a couple months ago. This is, civilian like days, and it's just like, she's like, no, I need a clean test from you like now. And I was just like, I'll get one tomorrow. She's like, no, it's too late.
Oh shit. Damn. Well, she sounds like a blast.
Hey, we're still friends.
That's great. I hope that she's enjoying having sex.
I hope so too.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish that I would have lost my virginity sooner, because it was just like annoying. I was really Christian. Like, see, I said my family was Christian. I tried.
So it was enforced upon you.
Yeah. My thing with Christianity was weird because, like, I think that I just always had, like, I felt like my logic really dictated my beliefs. So even though I was trying really hard to, like, God, where are you? I can't hear anything. And I am so confused. And he was just like, I guess. I don't know. I don't think there's anything out there. But he didn't.
Brought you into the world in Florida. I mean, how could you think there's God there?
I mean, I don't know. People are entitled to their own beliefs, but I personally, logically think that there isn't anything going on up there. And so I think that like me being autistic and just being like, no, this is stupid was what kept me from being able to remain a Christian. But I still had all these fucked up like Christian values. So I was like, well, I have to wait until I get married. And so I did. Just kidding. I lost my virginity to my first live-in boyfriend when I was 17, but I've been jerking off since I was like a tween. And then so it gave me, oh my God. So this is fucking ridiculous. So I was 17 and he was 23.
Super age appropriate.
Yeah, I feel like back then it was like, okay, well, she'll be 18 soon. But now even that is like, not okay. And you know what? I have to agree.
Well, it's not great, but there are still parts of the country where legally your parents could have sold you off to him. I mean, married you off to him.
I'm just thinking about how horrifying that would be.
Yeah, but that shit's still on the books in multiple states.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody in Alabama wants a child bride.
Why? They're ugly. People from Alabama are ugly. Why would you want a young ugly one? Doesn't make sense.
They're tighter.
But you could just import an Eastern European and like they're much cheaper.
I don't know. I feel like it ends up costing you in other ways.
Probably.
But oh God. So I hooked me. Yeah, I was banging this 23-year-old guy. And obviously, like, I thought that he was whatever. But so he had long before me lost his virginity. Like, he was fucking when he was 14 or something. And so I had all this weird, like, animosity and jealousy because I was like, well, you didn't do it with me. And so I felt weird and gross whenever I slept with him. And then I found out that he had, like, a ton of porn. And I'm pretty sure that he just has, like, a weird kind of, like, not a sex addiction, but, like, he might.
That might be on a spectrum too. Yeah, there's maybe varying degrees of sex addiction.
I think that you're probably right about that because for a while I thought that I was addicted to sex, and then I realized that I just liked coming.
Oh my God, you like coming? Oh my God.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I could do this all the time. But I'm not addicted to it. Like, it's not like I can't live if I don't, come everywhere.
What's that like? I mean, I don't know.
Is there something that we need to talk about?
I don't think people want to hear about my coming.
Mm-hmm. Well,
to be fair,
you can if you want.
I know, it's my show. Thank you for giving me permission on my own show to talk about my orgasms. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
Though recently I heard Dr. Drew on another podcast, and he said it's only addiction if like it negatively affects your life, like that. Whatever the behavior is causes you like legal problems or money problems, like actually like. So it's like, oh, I'm not an addict. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Dr. Drew.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, I get that, but it's like, I don't know. So it's only an addiction if it's bad.
Well, it's only an addiction if you will chase the dragon to the detriment of other parts of your life. And Dr. Drew makes his money dealing with addicts, so you'd think he would want to prop up being like, no, you have addictions.
Right.
So if he's saying like,
for him,
my behavior is not me having an addiction, thank you, Dr. Drew. Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't lost a job to drinking or coming. Closer to losing a job over coming than drinking.
So we're like bordering addiction right now.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but it's not fucking horseshoes or hand grenades. It's like you either jump over the line or you don't. Mm-hmm. I have to re-examine shit at the point where I lose a job when it's like, no, I really need to nut.
I talked to a guy for a little while who I would have phone sex with, and he'd go jerk off at the bathroom at work. I'm like, that's kind of, now I look at it and I'm like, ew. But before I was like, oh my God, it's so like cute that he's like that into me. No, he was a mess.
Yeah, anyone who's like, I'm going to risk being publicly shamed by jerking off at work and losing my job. Yeah,
ew.
And like, what kind of job do you have?
Like a bank something.
Okay, at least it's not a filthy bathroom.
I guess, but he's like, someone, what does he do? Like someone walks into the quiet bathroom and he's just.
Oh, I'm sure he figured out the technique to be the opposite of what turns you on.
I mean.
It's so quiet. So quiet.
I think I only ever had, that was when I was still a virgin, and that guy was old also. No one was watching me. I'm feral. I did whatever I wanted.
Has that changed?
No.
I don't know why you're referring to it in past tense then.
I mean, I should have had supervision and people going, no, don't date that old fucking guy. No one did.
Where were your friends in this situation?
What friends?
Okay, fair.
No, most of my boyfriends didn't let me have friends.
Oh, that's always healthy. That's always a
Yeah.
number one green flag. Like, oh yeah, no, I am the sole purpose in your life now. Big green flag.
Yeah,
Big
no,
green.
and I was super into that. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do anything except for wait around for you to call. Yeah. Don't just do your own thing. Yeah.
Unless that thing is
Yeah.
isolating people from their friends and family. Don't do that thing.
Yeah, that thing's bad. And probably look at who your kids are talking to and stuff. And if you're a teenager, probably don't listen to this podcast. But if you are,
Yeah, please don't actually. Please
probably.
just don't.
Yeah. If for some reason a teenager happens to hear this, don't fuck anyone who's older than you by 4 years.
I guess the one exception is if you both go to the same fucking high school, maybe.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Old people, I say old people, adults can go to high school. An 18-year-old could be dating a 14-year-old in high school, right? If he's really dumb. I'm saying it's a man because it probably would be. Sorry.
Not mentally, but it has hair on its balls.
Man. Biologically, oh God.
Biologically, it could get you very pregnant. Very pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Because for whatever fucking reason, teenage girls are very fucking fertile.
Yeah, and they love cum.
There's the line. There's the line that gets you canceled. I don't do contra. Oh, yep, there it is. There it is.
Come for me. Not like that, though.
I mean, if they're tipping.
I suppose so. Onlyfans.com/Abbey Soandso. See you there.
Right? Make that money. Unless that's their kink to have you be no, don't come. Don't come.
Oh, I've had those. That's always fun. Some people like to have their orgasms ruined. You heard of this?
I've heard of it. Does not comprehend.
No. Yeah, no. I've had orgasms ruined, but, not on purpose by choice.
Right.
And it's just kind of it's like when a sneeze goes away and it's and then you can't get it back. It fucks everything up.
I mean, I've definitely failed before, and boy, it's never a good feeling. It's never a good feeling.
I'm going to pay someone to tell me to do this.
Yeah. Hard pass. It's always a rough situation because the kind of whiskey dick I get is I can get it up, but I can't finish.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
And it's just there have been multiple times in my life where it's just okay, this just isn't happening, girl. I'm so sorry.
I mean, but you'd rather get it up than not get it up, or would you rather not get it up so that you don't have to bother?
Oh no, I'd much rather get it up.
Okay, well, that's good.
But I've definitely had partners who stuck around until I sobered up enough to get me off. I definitely had one partner who's just she was not leaving until she got that nut out of me.
So that's so kind of her.
Sort of. She wouldn't fucking leave.
That's a different problem.
I mean, eventually I sobered up enough. I came and she was out the door with 2 minutes after I came. She was
I got what I need.
Yeah, she was just
a little cum goblin.
Yeah, just wasn't that serious. I hope you had a good time. I would have liked to have come. I didn't need to not okay. I mean, I wasn't gonna kick her out when she's I want to go. I'm okay, well, you want to go again? I'm not gonna kick you out when you're I would like your penis inside me. I generally don't kick people out when they're.
Yeah, I get that. I totally get that.
But in the back of my head, I'm you could leave. It's cool. You could leave. I could go to sleep.
But then she can't. I don't know what she wants to do with it, but I think that she was trying to clone you. She's I need this cum.
I am a bad cloning subject.
I mean, we're just gonna need extra bodies on the planet at some point.
We have too many as is.
Doesn't matter. No one can decide what they want. Gates is let's fucking kill him. And the government's we need more. Stop having abortions. It's whoa.
See, that's why I just took myself out of the equation and got myself a vasectomy. And
great.
I think so.
What was that like?
Took like under 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
And if you really want to see it, it's on my YouTube channel. I filmed it.
I might give
I'll send you the link. Dead serious. It was a year ago, like 4 days ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
I know. It's like
You and the children that you will never father.
it's a glorious feeling.
But you could, you know what's fun is you could still go in there and get those suckers out and use them anyway.
Yeah, they'd have to tap my balls to do that. We're not doing that. I did not spend, well, I did crowdsource it, but I really did start a GoFundMe to get my vasectomy done.
That's fine.
Right. So I was about to say, I raised hard-earned money to not have children. I'm not going to go back and spend more hard-earned money to have my balls tapped.
What if, like, are you seeing anyone?
No.
What if the next person that you see is like, you know, the love of your life, best thing ever, and she wants to have kids?
Sounds like her problem.
You're not going to spigot your balls?
Fuck no. Fuck no. No.
Just a little.
No. Like, you need to know, like, day one. Like, I'm down to travel the world and do weird things with you. Having children isn't one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a couple of friends who were disappointed when I split up with my ex because they were like, you know, I want you to have kids. And I'm like, that's really weird that you care that much about, you know, whatever. But yeah, that was my thing. I was like, I just want to be able to travel and do whatever I want.
Yeah. I'm like, why would you want to bring someone else into this world, traumatize them, and still do whatever you want?
Yeah. And then you're going to, like, the asteroid is coming. So you get to see it, like, and then your whole
Once again, I'm not going to survive that long.
It might happen sooner than we think.
Well, then, cool.
We had, like, the hottest 4th of July ever recorded.
Oh, no, people are dying in Europe, like, by the droves due to the heat.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's talking. I'm seeing a lot about concerts and people, like, running off stage because they're, like, suffering from heat exhaustion.
Europe doesn't really believe in air conditioning, so they're
No, because they don't need it because it's, like, the weather's so shit there usually.
they're like, we don't need it till now.
Mm-hmm. Fucking losers. Like, oh, damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, we're really, like, going to be the boiling fucking frog.
The boiling frog.
And, like, you put the frog in the pot and, like, as you slowly turn up the heat, it doesn't realize that, like, it's being cooked.
Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's fine, I guess. Whatever we're going to do about it, literally nothing.
Above my pay grade.
Same.
That's why I don't get into conspiracy theories. Like, all that shit's above my pay grade.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Pretty much. And, like, even a long time isn't that long.
No, not really, because, I mean, I'm, 32.
Oh, my God. You're so old.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like this Earth situation's probably maybe going to last another 30 years, I think, with the way that the climate's getting fucked up.
Oh, no. The planet will survive. We won't.
No, yeah, no, exactly, which is, thank God. Because have you seen us? Holy shit.
Well, this is why I'm like, if we get more sentient robots and they get bodies, they're not going to keep us around.
No. Maybe as pets.
No, but why? We are, like, logically, if you look at it from a purely logical situation, which, you'd assume AI and machines are going to be purely creatures of logic. We have been shit stewards of this fucking planet for a very long time. We murder each other. We fight over things that are imaginary. Like, just like, oh, you believe in the different imaginary fucking sky daddy, so we're going to murder each other over it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a creature of pure logic, you're like, why are we keeping these assholes around? The only possible reason is, like, we manufacture them with points that they can't lubricate themselves, and then I will fully be on robot lube duty. Robot handies, just
hell yeah, just lubing the bots. Yeah, no, it's fine. Whatever happens is fine. I stopped caring. I'm just gonna drink sodas and not watch the news.
So what year did you stop caring?
Oh God. That's a tough one. Probably like after COVID.
Wait a minute, COVID's over?
I don't know. Like after quarantine. Because that's when I was like, okay, well, there's really just no hope for us. Because no one can agree on fucking anything. And, just all of the wrong things were emphasized and made to be important. And I'm just like, you know what? And people are like, but whether or not, oh God, COVID wasn't like an if, it was a when. When are you going to get it, right? And so we all hid in our houses so that we could get it not, all at the same time so that the hospitals could deal with the bullshit. And then people are like, well, it's not real. It's like, well, it's fucking real, Jethro.
These are the same people who are like, germs can't be real. I can't see them.
Yeah. But then here's the thing, right?
And that person has 5 kids.
People want to, I say people, I don't know, people from Alabama.
A lot of Alabama hated on them.
People from West Virginia, they go, oh, well, COVID's not real and the vaccine is whatever. And, the vaccine is bullshit. But hey, when they get COVID, they take ivermectin. And then who the fuck knows what happens? And it's like, hey, if you're not going to take the vaccine, I don't think that you should take anything, right? Like, it's completely up to the individual whether or not they want to be vaccinated. That's totally fine. But trading that in and then using ivermectin doesn't really seem like a better option. Like, maybe just don't fucking just let it run. Whatever happens, happens.
God's will. It's God's will if you survive or not.
It's not even real. It's like made up. So that's why I know. That's when when I was like, I don't fucking care. I'm not voting anymore. I'm not fucking. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. We're all gonna die. Oh,
for sure. I mean that was the story pre-COVID too.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. We're all gonna die.
No, but someone just put a brick on the accelerator.
The first weeks of COVID really was like what showed me humanity was doomed. Mm-hmm. When people were like, oh, I'm going to hoard toilet paper. Like, motherfucker, you're sheltering at home. If you don't have toilet paper, you're next to your shower. Wash your asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you're really going to fight people over shit tickets?
Yeah. Just, I know, like a bidet is like $60. Just
and they're amazing.
Yeah.
I water picked my asshole right before you got here.
Hell yeah. It was a rough time. And
not for me. I had a bidet.
That's great. I didn't. I hoarded toilet paper.
Were you out there throwing elbows getting your toilet paper?
I think that I had actually had like Costco toilet paper by like the fucking, because I'm stupid and so I get high and I go, oh, there's no toilet paper. And then I buy a fucking 374 pack and then, that shows up in my house and I'm like, well, this is more than 4 rolls. And then it just goes in my, laundry room and I forget about it. And then I just keep buying more toilet paper because I'm a forgetful idiot.
In the first weeks of COVID, you were queen.
Oh, yeah.
You had the most valuable asset on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why didn't you parlay your status there?
I didn't want anyone to know. Because then I'd have, I don't know, fucking Leonardo DiCaprio on my doorstep.
You're too old for him.
What do you have?
Too old for
He
him.
doesn't talk like that.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, but he wouldn't want to fuck me. He'd want to steal my toilet paper.
That's depressing.
Yeah. He's with some old bitch now.
That's not real.
Like Bella Hadid or something. She's like 26.
Maybe Leo's like, I can date half my age. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, is she even that? How old is he? He's like 72 now, right?
We're finding out right now.
I'm going to say that he's 53.
48.
48? He's only 48?
Yeah.
He looks like shit.
What are you talking about? He started the dad bod trend.
He didn't start that.
He made it sexy.
Did he?
I mean, that's the lie I'm willing to tell people so I don't have to be in shape.
All right. Do what you got to do.
No, it's not doing what I got to do that got me here. Not.
Leonardo DiCaprio does nothing for me now or ever. I've never,
You never wanted him to paint you like one of his French girls?
I didn't. Although I thought that he was the most attractive when he was doing the Gilbert Grape role. Yeah.
All right.
That did it for me.
Hey, whatever turns you on. So what are you looking for if you're not looking for Leo?
Oh, God. What am I looking for if I'm not
Well, obviously a dude who gets down with other dudes, too.
Oh, it's funny. That's really funny to me because I just went on a date with a guy who identifies as queer. And before that, so with the Christianity thing, I have these deeply ingrained ideas of what I want my male partner to be. So I would have fun with someone, right, who wants to be pegged, but I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who wants to be pegged because I'm like, I don't see you as like my protector, my man. I'm like, I fucked you like a bitch. So
you're only into dudes that top other dudes. Got it.
Yeah. Well, so that's weird. It's so complicated. I don't know, but so I was like, all right, well, you know, I've had some bi guys interested in me, but I'm like, not really my thing. And I fucked them, but I don't want to be in a relationship with them. So,
well, I mean, that's a very important distinction. There's plenty of people I fucked in this world that I didn't even really want to speak to post-orgasm, let alone date.
The post-nut clarity is so real.
Oh, it's so real.
It's so fucking real.
Jesus, I need to turn that into merch.
Yes, but I, you know, no, I don't know. Hold on. The weed has decided that we're taking a different mental rabbit hole. Let's see. Fucking bye, guys. Right. I don't care if they want to like talk about, like sucking dick while they're fucking me or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's great. But you can go do that on your own time. Or maybe we could, whatever. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I went on a date with a guy who identifies as queer. And I believe that he's probably had sexual relations with men on his own. And
I mean, I'd hope so if he identifies as queer.
Yeah.
That would be really bad to be dating a repressed queer guy.
Yeah, no, I think that he's active in his queerness. And I like him so much. I'm like, that's cool. But I'm going to be jealous if you try to fuck anyone else, if I start fucking you. So you're mine. So I'm glad that he got that out of his system.
Hopefully.
And if I have to get the strap out for him, I think I would.
But what if he's a top?
I mean, then he can do whatever he wants to me.
Yeah, but what if he wants to top someone with a hairy asshole?
Then I won't shave. God, it's not that hard.
Actually, that's rather easy. Like, that requires less effort on your part.
So much less. I'll tie I'll just fucking put on a suit and tie and bend over.
Oh, maybe you put the strap on and he gives you a reach around while.
Yeah. Ooh.
Good catch.
Oh, yeah, saved it. Yeah. So I had no idea what I was looking for because I did the thing where the universe makes you eat your words, and I had gone, well, I don't want to meet anyone yet. I'm still trying to find myself, and I'm really enjoying being single, and I hate sleeping with people in my bed, and blah, 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 blah. And I was talking about going and being celibate.
Why?
Because I fucked a lot of the sex that I've had since becoming single has been very disappointing.
Well, yeah, I mean, that happens.
Yeah, but it's like mostly disappointing. Like, can I just say that most guys in the real world with big dicks have no fucking idea what they're doing.
Yeah, because they don't have to.
No, they're like, oh, I took back really hard, right? Like, dude, ow, my cervix.
Hey, some people are into that.
I know, but like, I've met guys who want to go straight into that. And I'm like, I'm not even fucking wet, dude. Like, you did nothing, and sucking your dick doesn't get me off. And now you want to bend me over and rail the shit out of me.
You gotta at least spit on your hand first and, yeah, you gotta at least do that. I mean, that's bare minimum.
Yeah, no, it was like, yeah. So I just kind of was like, okay, well, maybe I just don't want to actually have sex. Like, it's just not that fun.
No, you just need to be, I mean, you don't know until you get there. Because people will talk a big game and then it's like, oh, your big game was bullshit.
Oh, no, I fucked a guy that I was like, this guy definitely learned how to fuck by watching porn, because it felt like he was trying to show it to someone.
Was he opening up for the camera?
I was like, who the fuck? Is there a camera in here?
First rule, dudes, always keep lube near the bed.
Oh my God.
He did. There's no shame in having lube.
No, but the lube wasn't really the problem, I guess. Like,
well, if he's just trying to run it in dry, that sounds like a problem.
I wasn't complete. So we got, whatever. But no, he did have lube by his lube. He had the lube and the Mona Lisa. He had lube by the bed, but it was just that, like, I don't know if you know or anyone else knows, but I feel like there's something that happens internally when you're turned on as a woman, and things kind of move around so that you can get more dick in there. But if you're going in and you're not going in hot, or you are going in hot, and and she's not, it just, everything, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bad plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a horrible, horrible plan. Like, and it's not going to be fun, really, for anybody.
No. I was like, oh, I'm in danger. So, yeah, after a couple of encounters like that, or like sleeping with someone who I just found out was like a fucking awful, annoying twat, I was like, hey, maybe I'll just not fuck anyone, which was funny because,
That's the other far extreme there.
yeah. Well, my ex travels for work, and so he just wasn't home, and we just weren't being intimate. And I was like, okay, well, that's fun. And then, I got to a point where I was like, I love you, but I just can't do that anymore. Like, you're literally never home. And I'd see him, barely a couple times a year. And I was like, yeah, no. So I thought that the whole problem with the relationship was like a lack of sex. It wasn't necessarily that. So when I started being able to have all the sex I wanted, it was like, oh, wait, this kind of sucks.
Well, yeah, because that doesn't quite equal out. It was the lack of sex with him and the lack of intimacy with him, not just the lack of dick.
Ugh, silly me. But I still know that I made the right decision. Because after so many years of not having sex, because you're literally just off in another country somewhere, like, the relationship becomes very platonic.
Yeah, you're roommates.
Yes. And so I was like, okay, well, like, I've kind of gotten to a place in my life where, like, I just don't know how to come back from that roommate feeling. And so, yeah.
Well, especially if he's not putting in the effort to try to come back from that roommate feeling.
I mean, literally just not home. I'm like, that's great. You love making money. I love that for you. But I got a skadoodle. So I went and was a total slutbag. No, just kidding. It wasn't really that bad.
Well, that's a shame.
I know.
Try harder.
Okay, so I was gonna maybe try hard. I don't know. I was in between, like, I should just fuck more people or I should fuck no one. And so I was like, fucking no one. And then I was talking all this shit. I was like, oh, well. I was like, yeah,
I'm trying to find myself, and like I'm really enjoying all my time alone, and like I just like really love sleeping in my bed and being able to stretch out.
And yeah, and so after I said all that and said, like, oh, I don't want to, I don't really want to date anyone right now. Like, I'm not looking for anything. I've met someone who I really, 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 really like, because that's just how that works.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. When you're not looking, it shows up.
No, the minute that I was over all of the situationships and the bullshit that I had, and I was like, cool, I'm focusing on myself, and everything is going great. I'm not thinking about anyone. I'm not stressed out about anyone. Now I've got someone on my mind again.
How life goes.
Yeah. And that makes me go like, okay, well, is this a test? Am I supposed to not pursue this thing that I feel like actually?
Fuck no.
I know.
Life's short. Like, life's fucking short. The asteroids are coming. Why are you going to deny yourself some pleasure or the opportunity to possibly experience some pleasure? Like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't fucking work out. Right. But when the asteroid comes, you're like, man, I wonder what he would have felt like. Versus like, oh, it was mediocre. Like, at least you found out.
Oh yeah, no, I fucked him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it was good, right?
Oh my God.
So why are you hesitating at all? Why?
Because now I'm scared.
Well, pull on your big girl pants and fucking go for it. Like, you don't have to propose to the man. You could just enjoy his company and enjoy the sex. Like, doesn't seem like a hard decision.
I know, but I'm just like, what if it fucks up all the hard work that I've done? I know. It's stupid.
Yeah, and what if you get hit by a car later? What if? It doesn't fucking matter. Like, that's tangible. You found something. Why not try to fucking pursue it?
All right. I think that my decision's been made.
You shouldn't listen to me. No one should take my advice.
Are you sure? I mean, which is it? Should I pursue it?
Yes, you should pursue it, but don't take my advice.
Get on myself. It's fine.
No, but in all reality, you should fucking pursue it because like, who fucking knows? Because like, how shit would you feel like you back off a little bit and then he finds someone else?
Oh yeah, that would irritate me.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
No, it's yeah. I don't know. It's. I never knew what people meant when they were like, "Oh well, I'm just scared. I'm just so scared." I'm like, "You're a fucking loser." And now I'm like, "Oh, I'm scared. That's scary."
Oh yeah, it's really easy to talk a big game when you're not in the shit.
Yeah.
It's really easy for me to push you right into this man's arms when I'm not emotionally involved in any way, shape, or form, and I'm going to continue to do it. You should go for it because it's easy for me.
All right.
Go for it.
I'll give it a spin. I'll let you know how it goes.
Please do. I want the fucking updates. All the gory details.
Yeah, I'll let you know if the strap comes out.
Please do.
Yeah.
Hopefully he cleans out for you.
Oh man, I don't.
Have you ever pulled out a poopy strap on?
I've never fucked a guy with a strap on.
Oh, so you've never had poopy dick?
No,
It's a thing.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard of poopy dick.
And if you're a real dude, you just go take a shower. It's no big deal.
Do I want to know? No, I don't want to know the soil level of the poopy dick.
I just went and took a shower.
That's okay.
Like, she was more embarrassed than I was.
Yeah, because her poopy was on your dick.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes when you drill for oil, you strike oil. It's not like I pulled it out. I was like, first thing you know, old Judd's a millionaire.
Was it stinky?
I mean, a little bit, but whatever. Like, there's plenty of other sex smells involved. It wasn't just like just pure shit. It was just like, oh well, that's just sweat and bodies, and the shower was a few feet away. Like,
Yeah.
I just went and showered off. Like, I'm also a person who's super not afraid of period sex, so whatevs.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that there's really anything to be afraid of with period sex anyway. It's just, the shedding of uterine lining.
Right? Means you're not pregnant. Yes.
Great. Love that.
I do. I really do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to worry about that.
Now.
Yeah.
There were still many years of my life where I did. Fucking terrified. I stayed with some horrible people over, like, I mean, I never actually legitimately had a pregnancy scare, but there was definitely one person, like, we shouldn't have been together, but, like, one of the first few times we hooked up, the condom broke, and I finished inside her, and
Oh, no.
It became a relationship at that point.
Oh, boy.
Like,
Yeah.
and she wasn't even late, but it was just like, well, we should stick around to make sure. And then it's like, oh, well, now we're dating. Fuck. And then like the condom broke on that girl so many times.
Very acidic pussy, this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I freaked out so hard the first time because like, that was a point in my life where I just didn't have unprotected sex.
So wait, did you not realize like, this suddenly feels really good?
Yeah, I super didn't. Like, I went up to go to the bathroom, like, to pull the condom off, and it was just in a ring around the base of my dick.
Oh, no.
I just like, because I grab it, like, that is cock. Fuck. Where's the rings? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I blew right inside her. Whoops.
Oof.
Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, didn't you feel, it felt so good. I'm like,
Yeah, that's kind of the red flag, unfortunately.
yeah.
Oh, no.
I was like 21, so I was like,
Oh, goodness. Well, congratulations on not fucking that one up.
I mean, I fucked it up in other ways. Don't worry.
Sure. Yeah.
But I didn't bring someone else into this world to fuck up with it.
Oh, good for you.
I think so. I think good for humanity.
Yeah. I mean, I wish that everyone would kind of get on the same page with this. Like, are we trying to kill everyone? Aren't we trying to kill everyone? Like, what do you want?
Well, we're not trying to kill everyone. We're only trying to kill the undesirables. Oh, that came out wrong. That came out wrong.
I mean, there's just so many of us.
I mean, they're just trying to kill off the pores.
Are they? I mean, I guess, what?
Okay, the non-functioning pores. If you can still be a cog in the machine of society, you have use. But the minute you can't be, you should die.
Yeah. I don't know.
You will be replaced.
Sure. I don't understand how people live in LA at all. I don't get it. Like everything, every single thing. There's not a thing that you can do that isn't expensive. And so you have like you know, the people with the most wealth, and then you have the extreme spectrum of the people who are the brokest and the poorest. And
All right, I'm gonna go pack. Jeez, can we finish the show before I have to leave town?
if you must.
Yeah, I'd like to, finish the show before I leave town.
Yeah, I went to the grocery store and it was weird because it's like I went to Gelson's.
Oh God, I know exactly which Gelson's you went to too. So.
Yeah. When did that become a crack den?
Still in Hollywood.
It's I went in and I was like, okay, like it's near my place. I need groceries, blah blah blah. And so like I'm in this aisle, I have my dog in my backpack because I do that. And this guy, he was weird looking. Whatever, it happens. He like looked maybe kind of druggy, but I wasn't like trying to like whatever. So I turn around and he's behind me and he's looking at my dog and he's like, oh, it's a really cute dog. And then he does this at me. He makes like a jerk off motion with his hand. I'm like, oh.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, so I'm like,
was he at least loud?
Yeah. He came.
Then you came and it was really awkward.
Yeah, and then clean up on aisle 6. So I was like, well, he probably just has Tourette's. And so I just smiled at him and then kind of went about my business. And then his really dirty, druggy looking girlfriend came up and he was like, oh, look at the dog. And she's like, oh my God, your dog's so cute. And she had like, it didn't seem like a free bleeding situation, but it didn't really seem like an unintentional situation. But she definitely had period blood on her pants, on her white pants. It was like handprints of it, and the bit under her. It was just really. And I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I was like, "Okay, well, this guy's just like he's just got Tourette's or whatever." But like, they're both clearly insane, and maybe on drugs.
And they were able to find each other. And
Yeah.
you're thinking about not.
Yeah, I know, silly me. I need to find a friend for the end of the world.
Should.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll let you know.
Please do.
But yeah, I was just like, okay, well now this is like scary. It's scary to be in Gelson's where watermelon is $9 for a fucking pre-cut package. This place is turning into Ralph's. The fuck?
Oh, the rock and roll Ralph's is so entertaining though.
No, fuck. I was there a couple of years ago, and this lady was arguing with the fucking parking sign. Yeah.
I love that Ralph's.
It's a Ralph's.
It's a bougie, slightly bougier Ralph's. They have more sushi.
I mean, but okay, if the Ralph's has a turnstile, you know it's going to be scary.
They don't all have turnstiles?
No. The one I used to live in Toluca Lake, and I used to live in the Ralph's in Toluca Lake.
You live in the Ralph's in Toluca Lake? Is that why you don't live in LA anymore? They discovered you?
Yeah, they were like, get the fuck out.
Oh my God, I understand why you don't want to bring people home now.
Yeah, because the bread aisle, albeit pretty comfortable, isn't really.
You can't really spread out with a partner. Got it.
So, yeah, no, the Ralph's in Toluca Lake Studio City doesn't have a turnstile, or at least they didn't in 2021.
But the Valley, gross.
Like, oh my God. I like the Valley.
People have bad taste. It's a thing.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I can afford my rent, so that's whatever.
I can afford my rent, just not anything else.
Yeah, I got rent and Ralph's.
Hey, I just ripped Ralph's off for this bottle of bourbon. So,
and if you were homeless, you could get away with like they would never.
I didn't steal it. I just scammed them.
How did you scam them?
So this is Angel's Envy Rye, and it's a $100 bottle. Mm-hmm. Regular Angel's Envy is a $50 bottle. They had them both on the same shelf at the same price tag.
Oh,
and I went, it was in the case. I'm like, let me get that bottle. Rang up for 100. I'm like, yo, it said 50 on the shelf. And the guy who got it out of the case, like, yeah, give it to him for 50. I'm like,
hell yeah.
Like, I don't feel bad about that.
Nice.
Kroger showed record profits last year, so fuck them. I'm going to take them for $50 on my bottle of booze.
As you should. Yeah, I don't see why not. But yeah, no, so the situation with the fucking, the homeless and the blah 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 whatever sucks here because it makes it so that I get mad at homeless people for having nothing and feeling like they have more rights than me.
They do have more rights than you.
I know, and I was like, well, I'm paying taxes, and what are they
Well, stop paying taxes then.
Well, I did. Well, here anyways.
I was about to say, don't admit that on camera.
Yeah.
I haven't had a guest arrested because of the show yet, and I don't want to start with you, so please don't admit that you're not paying your taxes.
No, I was like, I'm not giving this place my fucking money anymore because my money anymore.
You're the sober one.
I know. That weed is strong. What am I smoking? Reddies. Yeah, this is like a really cute little it's like a little cigarette box.
It's like a Virginia Slims of weed.
Yeah, it's like it's very skunky. And that is why I can't talk right.
Good for podcasting. Amazing for podcasting. But I don't know. I've been all over the country. Like, there's nowhere else I really want to live in the States besides here.
That's what I thought, and then I moved to Tennessee.
Oh yeah, because Tennessee's amazing.
It's so much fun. Oh, like it really is. The difference between, because Nashville's turning into baby LA, because people in the exodus, people are either going to Nashville or Austin, and that's pretty much it.
Or Vegas.
Yeah, I tried to go to Vegas, and like every time I went, something bad happened, and I was like, the universe is telling me that it just never want me to go Vegas.
As someone who lived in Vegas for a number of years, it's a giant suburb.
It's the Florida of the West.
Ooh, that's a oof. Mm-hmm. Oof, that's.
I went there. You can fight me about it.
I don't care enough to fight you about it.
Oh no, I mean
the internet.
Yeah, Vegas can fight me, but I'm right.
Florida has better strip clubs.
Does it?
South Florida, at least.
Oh.
Trashy Miami strip clubs are trashy.
I'll give them I'll check them out.
I was dragged to them when I wasn't even legal to be in them, so.
And you did great on stage, I'm sure.
I made rent.
Yeah. No, Tennessee is really cool. Don't move there if you're not already there, because we don't want you there. And I say we because I've just yeah.
I have a couple friends in Nashville, and like they say good things, but it's just like it's just not where I want to be.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if I had based my decision on the first time that I went, then I wouldn't have moved there. But I was like, okay, well, I don't really know where else I want to go, and I have friends here, and so I'm just going to check it out. And I went out, got fucked up, and it was just so like weird that I was like, I love this place. They have these party buses that are, I wouldn't say that they're like heavily regulated, because you're drinking alcohol in the back of like a school bus with the top cut off. There's no restraints. These people are wasted. Sometimes they hit a bump and Justin falls out and he gets ran over by the car behind him. But
natural selection at its finest.
You know what? Like, maybe you shouldn't have been right at the end of the bus, Justin.
I'm just hoping Justin didn't have kids.
Who cares?
Well, then his stupid seed continues on. I care about that.
We're all gonna, like I said, we're all gonna die. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't want to die at the hand of Justin's ignorant children.
They're in Ohio.
I hate to break it to you. They invented this thing called airplanes. They can come here.
Why would they? They're in Ohio.
Because they're in Ohio. That's exactly why they'd come here.
People from Ohio don't come to LA.
Are you kidding?
When? Where?
I live in Hollywood. They come here all the fucking time. They want to see the Walk of Fame like it's cool or some shit.
Well, are you at the Walk of Fame?
I'm not. Oh, yes. I'm going to dox myself. Thanks, Abby. Yes. We're doing this from the tent at the Walk of Fame. Right by Michael Jackson's star. This is actually just a really big tent.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you won't run into Justin's spawn. Don't worry about it.
I might. I might.
No, those proper Midwest people love to go to Nashville because it's like nearby. It's really fun. It's not cheap. I mean, it used to be cheaper, but yeah, no. And so they get in the thing, and then they, you know,
See, I don't know why proper Midwest people wouldn't just go all the way down to New Orleans like a proper degenerate.
well, because they have their kids.
Gross.
I know. I lived in a spot that was just Airbnbs, and I was the only person who lived there. And so, what's cool about Nashville tourism is most of the time, no one's fucking there. Like, they get, so the Nationalettes, yeah, we got a name for them. The Nationalettes get there on like Thursday afternoon, and then they leave Sunday morning. And then the rest is just like locals. Because all the Nash bashes, they fuck back off to, it's whatever, wherever they're from. I'm not going to say Ohio. They fuck off back to Ohio.
Some of them can fuck off back to Kentucky.
Yeah. Some of them are there too, I think. But yeah. Yeah, no, I like that part because it feels like I've always lived in places with a lot of tourism. Like I grew up in Orlando, Florida, and then I came here.
Just visiting all the Universal parks. I got it.
Yeah, no, from Universal to literally when I was here, I was a 5-minute walk from Universal Studios. And when I was in Orlando, I had an annual pass, and before that, I worked at Universal.
So how does it feel to not have Universal within stone's throw?
So good. So good.
You're finally free.
Yeah.
Like, really, throwing off the shackles of Universal was more important than, leaving the ex-husband.
Yeah, now it can't get me. Whatever that means.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like no, I don't know. I need to use the thinking chair. I need to try out your bidet.
Oh, that's not in that bathroom. Sorry.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, I think I did it. I think I thought them away. It's something that my friend said that only really smart people could do. Think away your hiccups.
Well, that explains, depression, mental illness, being smart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the thing really is, it just like if you are good at head, I think you can get rid of your hiccups because you just have to relax your throat so that it doesn't spasm.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like if I relax my throat too much, that's how I get throat cancer.
If you relax it too much?
Well, while giving head.
Oh. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, that's how dudes get throat cancer is through giving head.
Oh, well, they get it from like HPV.
Through giving head.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't be good at it.
Well, yeah. If I'm going to die over it, I better do a good job. If it's going to potentially bankrupt me, I'm going to do a good job at it. Like, it may not kill me, but it will definitely drive me into debt.
Yeah.
So I definitely have to do a good job at it. Like, wouldn't that be the worst thing ever? It's like, oh.
He gives bad blowjobs.
Well, I'm eating pussy, but yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm glad that you're imagining me sucking someone's dick.
Well, you don't have to relax your throat to eat pussy.
Well, let it all roll down.
No, because that's different. Hopefully, when you're eating pussy, you don't need to worry about your gag reflex. That's a separate issue.
True. Been there.
Oh.
Yeah. There's definitely been a point where like, never mind.
Oh, no. But you got down there to...
I had to put, like, I had to, like, reciprocate because...
Oh, no.
It's just like, well, she already sucked my dick. I gotta, like, at least do...
Oh, no.
And they're like, oh, no, can't do it. Can't.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's a hard knock life sometimes.
Yeah. Ugh. But, okay, so you're not going to eat it, but are you still going to fuck it?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
There has been a lot of drunk sex in my life. Decisions have been made, and, like, sometimes they're regrettable.
And so is it just like this? Or?
I have a shit sense of smell, so it's just like... It's like, as long as I'm not right there, As long as I'm not right there, I
Oh
should
my
be okay.
God.
And hell, the first person, oh my God. The person I lost my virginity to, like, man, that puss was not in great shape.
Oh, when did you lose your virginity?
16?
Oh no. And were you the same age?
Yeah.
And her pussy stank. At 16?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
We fucked with a condom, and I smelled it on my dick the next day.
Oh, that's.
But I was at 16 and a virgin. I was just happy to be in the game.
Oh no.
It's not like this was some girl I was dating.
So did you automatically think that there was something wrong with it, or did you think that all pussy was going to be that way?
Oh no, I definitely knew it was her. Like been involved with people beforehand, just not stuck my dick in anybody.
Oh my God. Oh no.
I had definitely had an ex that were like, we did everything but fuck, and she was just and that historically is me being a piece of shit, because like apparently like I did her wrong, because right after we broke up she just started fucking everybody.
With that thing?
No, I'm talking about like the ex that like I didn't fuck.
Oh. Well, sometimes it just.
Well, no, I think unfortunately we were really into each other. Like I was that girl. I was like 15 and like didn't know any better, and I think I told her I loved her and some shit like that. And like, you're 15, you're full of hormones. You don't know any fucking better. You don't know what love is. You don't. I told her I loved her, and then like, well, we broke up, and like I probably was a little negligent, and I'm sure she equated in her mind that like, oh, because I didn't have sex with this dude, he fucking called it quits.
Oh.
I mean, that's all my assumption is. All I know is by the time we graduated high school, she still hated me. So.
Oh damn. Well.
I don't feel like you're living life right if like you don't come out of life with a couple enemies.
Sure. Yeah, I'm always afraid that everyone's gonna hate me. I'm like, oh my God, what if they don't like me? And then I'm like, wait, why? Why should I care?
You shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't. I know that people hate me though. I do know that.
I know. I'm right here. The worst.
I mean, he's not wrong. I don't know. I just don't think I'm that interesting.
Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. It's just like I just hang out. Like I said, I don't have any controversies or anything. Like I don't work with Dolls Kill anymore or whatever their problem is. I don't know anymore. I can't keep up.
I don't know. You've been telling stories this whole podcast that is not the life that most people live. Isn't that the definition of interesting? You're doing things against the grain. You're doing things against the norm. Yeah. Though being a sex worker is much more common in 2023 than it once was, it's still not the path that everyone fucking takes. So there's a degree of interest right then and there. You have a fan base. People are interested. There, I've stroked your ego. Happy?
No, I'm a woman. You think I'll ever be happy? God.
I hope not.
How do you feel about the term sex worker being such a blanket term now?
It's a mixed bag. On one hand, I like that it's such a blanket term because it like builds a sense of community. Mm-hmm. But on the flip side, it's like I definitely know people within that fraternity of sex workers who are definitely still look down their noses at like just OnlyFans creators.
Sure.
Especially like the OnlyFans creators that started in the pandemic that like dipped their toes in and are just doing it to, because it was something to do. Mm-hmm. But if more people doing it, even just dipping their toes in, makes it more socially acceptable, and society allows people to fucking bank, allows people to not be discriminated against. Mm-hmm. Dip your toe in, come be a fucking tourist.
Sure.
Come make it fucking more normalized.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah. I tend to agree. I think that the only thing that sucks about it is that we're not at a point where the term is completely normalized. And so the varying, degrees of sex where you can just sell feet pics and you're considered a sex worker. And so you know, it's tough, like feeling like you're being looked down upon because people think that you're, you know, a streetwalker in quotations, and it's like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like it is so much more than that now, and so it's like I don't know, it's tough.
It is. And like, I don't think anyone who is, you know, at the streetwalker level wants to be at the streetwalker level.
Sure.
So it's like, those people are still humans that probably are doing a harder job in sex work than almost anybody.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that really sucks about, I don't know, just being a sex worker is, you know, when you get to those levels where it's like, you know, people are doing a job like that, you automatically like put them in a place where you're almost dehumanizing them, you know, because I look at that person and I'm removing that from me because I don't want to be associated with that. But I also, you know, I wish that I didn't myself have the association with sex work and being that lowly, awful thing. So
what do we do about it?
Oh, God, I don't know. Everyone's a sex worker if someone's fucking you, I guess. That's is sex working? I don't know.
Depends on who you have sex with.
It wasn't working for me.
Well, then you should stop doing it.
Yeah, no, I don't know what the solution is.
I don't know. It's as an overall societal thing, America just needs to change its, you know, opinions about sex.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. No, we're so uptight and so ruled by fucking religion, and it's dumb. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't understand.
Well, it's because we're, you know, a bunch of fucking puritanical prudes fleeing Europe that founded this country.
But they're so horny, you know? They're like...
Yeah, but they're horny within their rules.
I heard that in Alabama, sex toys are illegal.
I wouldn't put it past them.
And also, I heard that they're trying to ban the sex positions.
How do you even enforce that?
I don't know. Yeah. But then, like, I don't know. I guess we can talk shit about us, you know, US. But, like, who was it? Thailand or something that, like, said that if you were caught, like, having sex with someone who you weren't married to, like, they could jail you?
That was Indonesia. Where fucking Bali is. And how many people go to fucking Bali to, you know...
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Bali's for banging.
Yeah, it's for not banging your spouse.
Or your spouse and someone else, and...
Yeah, and one of the monkeys and the fucking, you know, all that Bali.
I mean, that's how we get AIDS, too.
AIDS Part 2?
Yeah.
Is that one of them there, what is it called when the animal disease can go to the person?
I mean, that's the theory on how AIDS got into people in the first place.
Hot.
I mean, I guess if that turns you on. AIDS monkeys, just...
Yeah, well, I'm from Florida. So, obviously, yes.
I just assumed it would be copulating with reptiles at that point.
No, there's an island in, I don't know, maybe Claremont or something, where these monkeys are, and they have like these super monkey herpes or something, and they are not friendly.
Well, yeah, if you had super monkey herpes, I don't think you'd be friendly either. Like, I don't think most people are friendly when they're having an outbreak.
Yeah, I'm not.
Having an outbreak? I'm happy about that.
I'm not friendly when I'm having an outbreak.
See, you proved my point.
Yeah, I went to Monkey Island.
Did you have a good time at least?
I had a great time.
Was it at least worth getting the herpes over?
Oh, for sure.
Excellent.
But the thing, okay, so I'm the one, I think that I'm responsible for giving the herpes to the monkeys.
Once again, you should not admit to crimes on the internet.
It's probably not a crime.
That is definitely a crime. It might be. Let me rephrase. That might be a crime in 49 states. Who knows what Florida's laws are?
Well, definitely not in Florida. You can do whatever you want there. Anything.
As long as it doesn't involve books that they don't approve of. And
Oh, yeah. And as long as you're not in drag or whatever, or a trans person or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Florida's exhausting.
yeah.
That's why I left. I was like, I can't with this. Like, and I said goodbye to all my monkey boyfriends and girlfriends, and I went to Tennessee.
I thought you came here first.
No. Okay. Oh, man. So, like, all right. So I moved from Florida to Los Angeles, and then I moved to Tennessee, and then I split up with my ex, and I went back to Florida, and then I was like, oh, I remember why I left this place to begin with, and then I went back to Tennessee.
There you go.
And now I'm here hanging out.
But it's temporary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm just here for work. So I'm working on music.
What are you doing?
Making a lot of like emo music right now. Yeah, I think that there's, a part of me that missed the little emo train when I was younger, and I really wanted to have a band and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't, because I had no idea how to be a person and whatever. And so now I'm older and I have resources, and emo is back. And so I am taking, I'm taking a chance for myself, putting myself in the little emo world. It's very fun.
But where's your scene hair?
I mean, I'm old. I'm just gonna get a wig.
Your scene wig?
Yeah. You know who had a scene wig? That blood on the dance floor guy who was like fucking 12-year-olds. His name was or I guess he still exists, unfortunately. His name's Dobby Vanity. And he's fucking like bald. Wears a scene wig. Yeah. Yeah. He looks like a fucking gay cockatoo.
That is a ridiculous fucking vision.
It's awful. I kind of want to show you. I'm going to show you.
Please do.
Yeah, he got in trouble for talking to very, very young girls, as they all do. If any guy was on Warped Tour, he was within, 2 steps of a pedophile if he wasn't one himself. I was talking to a friend about this kind of recently. There was a guy who I met at Warped Tour. No, I didn't meet him at Warped Tour, but he was he was TMing a band that's tour managing. And
now, do you have one without the wig?
oh, let me see if I can find one. This guy, I had met him at a little bar or whatever when he was with this band, and then he's like, oh, we're going to Warped Tour, and I was like, cool. And he was older, and I thought it was cool that this old guy liked me, even though I was probably like 15, and he was like 30 something probably also, which is whatever.
I see a reoccurring theme in your life.
Yeah, well, I grew up without my father, so I got this guy's number, and apparently I heard actually that he had a fake ID that said he was younger.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
Yeah. But so this fucking old guy, gets my number, and I meet up with him at Warped Tour, and I'm walking around watching shows, and I had gone over to see him, and then I kind of go about my business, and then I get a text from him that's like, hey, do you want to go make out in the porta potty?
Did that line work?
Nothing in me wanted to make out with anyone in a porta potty.
Okay, I had to check.
No,
I had to check.
I wanted to be so clear. No. I don't know if it worked on anyone, because I heard that I wasn't the only one who he tried that with.
Well, yeah, that's not a strategy you try with one person. That is a throw shit at the wall and see what sticks plan. Literally. Yeah.
Oh my God. That's not him. Is that him? No way.
We have a shocking photo.
I think that's him. I don't know.
Maybe?
I need to check the tattoos really quick. Hold on. Oh,
Abby's becoming a PI real quick, just checking the tattoos.
Oh my God. No way. Wait. That's him. That's actually him. Someone said that he looks like Pitbull's evil twin brother.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'll just hit that guy up to commission me a scene wig. I think he makes them himself.
All right. You gonna shave your head first?
No, I'm keeping this thing.
But why?
I still want to have my own hair.
Keep it in a bag. You'll have it.
No, on my head. Like, I don't want to put the bag on my head either. I know what you're thinking.
Oh, wow, I'm just a hack now. God damn. God damn.
I'm sorry. I beat you to it.
Maybe I wasn't going to say it.
Sure.
Maybe I was. Fuck. I was like, I've hung out with you for 90 minutes. I know where it's going. I already know where the bit's going.
I'm very astute. Yeah, that's one of the perks of autism. I'm actually telepathic. And I get premonitions.
Yeesh.
Yeah. And I also have 5 crystals up my butt because I charged them. And
yeah, you just end up with these shitty dudes. The premonitions are not working well.
yeah, well, you know, I want to have a good time. And no, okay. So I told a friend of mine that my date, like whatever it was, it's for the bit. Even if I didn't want to date a guy, it's for the bit. Like there was I went on a couple of dates with this dude who very short. He was very short. My height, whatever. You know, whatever. That's not the issue. Little guys tend to have really big egos, I've noticed.
Yeah, they have to like fucking project, otherwise they're like, I don't know.
Yeah. So I went on a couple of dates with this tiny little itty bitty guy. And and they were fine-ish. Like he said some stuff that was stupid. He drank, I don't. And I had told him about a time where I went to this one bar in Nashville. It's called Tin Roof. There's one in Orlando also. And I was like, oh yeah, I got roofied there. And he was like, oh damn, haha, that's crazy. We should get you some more of those. And so my friend was like, that's not really a funny joke. And I was like, yeah, but it's so ignorant that I have to see where this goes.
So did you get you roofies?
Yeah. I had like 5.
That all? You move them?
Yeah, just like fucking
Put them up there with the crystals? Oh my God, that's what you use the crystals for, to put the roofies in your... Oh.
Yeah, I'm just like Madonna.
Is that what she OD'd on?
Oh yeah, they found her. She's fine now though.
I guess.
I mean,
besides her face.
Fine. She's fine, in quotations.
Well, she didn't go out like Prince.
I was just talking about Prince. I didn't know that he was a heroin addict.
Yeah. He unfortunately was. I mean, he kind of like prescription opiates onto heroin train.
I mean, if you can afford the pills, why do the heroin?
Maybe someone just wouldn't prescribe them to him.
He's Prince.
I know.
Oh my God.
I would steal an RX pad to write Prince fucking a prescription. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. We all would.
It's Prince.
But yeah.
Though I really, like, that is one person I would have problems sleeping at night if I murdered Prince accidentally.
Yeah, that'd be rough. Who would you not have problems with if you accidentally murder them?
I'm not admitting that on camera. Once again, not about admitting crimes on the internet.
But like, it probably definitely would have been Hitler, right?
Well, that wouldn't be an accident.
It has to look like an accident.
Does it?
I guess.
I mean, his officers definitely didn't make it look like an accident when they tried to blow him up.
I think there's a conspiracy theory that they just captured him and they took him somewhere to do Hitler stuff. I don't know.
What Hitler stuff does he do except talk?
I don't know.
He's a big talker.
Yeah.
I mean, besides serving in World War I, it's not like he was out there like winning battles himself. He's a big fucking talker.
I don't know. I think it is. I mean, it's a skill to be able to convince a bunch of people to do some weird, stupid shit.
Well, I agree. But if you're keeping him in a bunker to do Hitler stuff, the Hitler stuff is talking to the masses. So keeping him in a bunker away from people is anti-Hitler stuff. Well, that didn't come out right. You know what I'm saying. Hitler's skills were as an orator.
Right. So we'd kill Hitler on purpose then.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Slowly and painfully.
No,
hopefully.
that's definitely, that is the right move.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out like who, like if it were an accident, you'd be like, it's fine. But like they're already dead. So like if they suddenly died.
Oh, we're not talking about live people?
Well, I'm for the sake of, keeping you out of prison.
I appreciate that. I'm not built for prison.
Yeah. You kind of are built for prison.
Yeah, but that whole being a Jew thing, like, yeah, that doesn't fly so good.
No.
No.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Nazis love being in prison.
It's kind of like their second home.
Home away from home. So the first one's like a trailer park or a suburb.
Right? Like, I don't understand the suburban Nazis. Like, what are you so upset about, bro?
I don't know.
Was Sbarro out of your slice?
They didn't deliver the Jimmy Johns on time.
Right. It wasn't Freaky Fast, so he's going to just start hating people.
Yeah, their daddy didn't buy them the right car. Yeah, it's all that's really strange. I'm like, yeah, I get that you like I understand hating people, but I don't understand hating a specific group of people. Like I think that everyone sucks.
Right. Like everyone sucks until you're proven as an individual not to suck.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like why Nazism? Like if you're going to be a racist, why not do American-born Ku Klux Klanning and like not like you want to import your racism? Oh, that's the one that YouTube's demonetizing me on for sure. But like, the KKK is like homegrown American racism.
Yeah.
Why you got to import Nazism like from fucking Germany?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not very American of them.
Right, like your grandfather went and fought those dudes.
Yeah, just
Your grandfather probably wasn't fighting the Klan.
no, he was in it,
Right.
and now he's disappointed in you because you're a fruity little Nazi bitch. Like, come on, grow up.
Just a caveat: we definitely don't support the Klan here either.
Oh.
Put that out there.
If you have to be in an extremist racist group, pick the one that best suits your country, I guess.
I mean, do any of them really suit the country?
I don't know. It's just so American to be racist.
Yeah, we were kind of built on it.
Oh my God, it's crazy. And I like when people are like, "What do you mean it wasn't built on racism?" I'm like, shouldn't you be in England then?
You mean the country that was super built on racism?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, because they came over here and they were like, "Your stuff is our stuff now."
Yeah, and then they did
But
that
in
everywhere else. Everywhere else. They're like, oh, the sun never sets on the British Empire. We stole a lot of people's shit. You ever seen the British Museum? It is a lot of stolen shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what do white people even have? Like, what's like their stuff? Like nothing.
Crepes.
They have, I don't know,
Crepes.
just crepes.
And some other foods.
Isn't that like French? Are French people white? I don't really know.
Are you kidding? Are French people white?
I don't know anymore. Like, I think Spanish people are white now,
Spanish people have always been white.
and Italian people are white.
Uh-huh.
But
well, Italian people are kind of an interesting, depending on what part of Italy you're from, because Southern Italy had so many people that fucking ruled it over the...
So are Dominicans white?
Dominicans aren't Europeans.
No, but like they're Spanish.
They're Hispanic. They are not Spanish.
Are Hispanics and are Spanish different?
Yes.
So they're not white?
Well, because like people from Spain and came to these colonies, and then they fucked a lot of the indigenous people. So, yeah, they did a lot of fucking. The British did a lot of genociding.
Mm-hmm.
The Spanish did a lot of genociding and fucking.
I think that it's interesting that white people are running out of white people, and so they're just adding these. They're like, no, you're white. Get over, please.
Well, and that's the best part. Like 100 years ago, like, oh, if you're Italian or Irish,
you're not white.
yeah, like, oh no, like the Irish need not apply.
Right? Yeah. I went to England and I found it was I think Irish and Scottish people like they're like no, But I found like a Scottish like $20 bill. And they were like, yeah, you're not really going to be able to use that here. Even though I should be able to. Most people can decide whether or not they would want to take that money. And so England's like, yeah, no.
Even though they're all part of the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I'm like, you're literally like a 35-minute drive from this other country that you hate. I'm confused.
That is part of the same country as you. It's not like even going to Mexico from here. Scotland is part of the UK. It is part of the United fucking Kingdom. It is part of the same goddamn country.
Yeah. Why do they have their... Whatever. I don't care about their stupid money. But
because they have their own parliament, too.
Oh my God, it's exhausting.
Yeah, but no, those are all very much white people.
Yeah, they're all white now. Got it.
I mean, I think they were always...
Well, no, they were.
Always white.
But yeah, no, now the whites are... the whites are adding more to the... Yeah.
See, and I am a proponent of, for people that want to breed, that they should be, everyone should be just fucking till we're all just humans.
Yeah, no, I think that we should just be beige. That works for me. And it's like, I think it would be like when dogs are mutts. Like mutts are healthier because they've got all the best shit from what they, instead of like...
Inbreeding?
Yeah, like the Boston Terrier that has a fucking skull that's caving in on itself. And so we just all like, outsource our fucking, Alabama, listen up. Then we'll be like, we'll have a fighting chance, maybe.
Asteroid still wins.
I guess so. I don't know. I think we're going to get sucked into a black hole. It won't matter.
I mean, none of these scenarios, it doesn't matter.
No. The only thing that worries me about the black hole is if, like we get sucked into it and it's like this weird, like fucked up dimensional shit. And so you just end up being in the life that never ends while you're like all stretched out and fucked up because you're in a wormhole or a black hole. I don't know.
I mean, under the same respect, you should be worried that like the Christians are right.
No, because the thing is God sucks if the Christians are right. And so
right, you'll go into hell.
That's okay.
Yeah, but that could be the same thing as your black hole experience.
That's okay. Because...
Why is one okay and not the other?
I don't know, because it just seems like the black hole's less interesting than hell. At least I get to meet interesting people in hell.
Maybe.
Instead of being like spun into yarn.
Yeah, but what if like in hell, you're being spun into yarn and like the interesting people are always just out of earshot? Like, oh, there's an interesting...
Ooh.
Why does he have his back turned and he can't hear? I can't hear what he's saying. He's so interesting. I can't hear what he's saying.
That still doesn't sound like it sounds better than going to heaven and serving God for the rest of my life, because that guy seems like an asshole.
What if that is hell?
It seems like hell.
But what if like the traditional version of heaven is hell? Like, oh no. In hell, in hell, you'd get to be free and do whatever. In heaven, you have to be in servitude forever. Yeah,
that's how it seems like it is. And I'm not about it.
I mean, who really knows what the fuck happens? Because like all of this is just interpretation of electrical impulses in this meat sack in our skull. So who knows?
Yeah. You get the DMT trip and hopefully you're having it's good.
I mean, I'm fully convinced that this is the whole fucking show.
I think so too.
Just terrifying in its own right, but...
Sure. Yeah. We're just holograms and fucking particles.
Well, we're all just in an agreed upon psychosis.
Yeah.
Like, we all... This table has, may have a slightly different texture to me because my brain interprets it differently. Mm-hmm. But we agree that like this is wood and this is...
Yeah, this is what I know to be wood and this is also what you know to be wood. It could be two like completely different things, but we'll never know.
Right. And even if we describe it, like words can only describe it to a certain point.
Mm-hmm. And those words could be a completely different thing for me than they are,
Right. And just how your eyes interpret things. It's like, oh, well, how it's all fake.
How do you feel about people tripping on drugs and having a shared kind of trip where they see the same things?
I've never experienced that.
But have you heard of that?
Yeah, but I've heard of organized religion and people believing in God. So
Sure. But
that doesn't make it any more real to me.
I don't know. I think that there's a reason why, like, people in Iceland believe in fucking gnomes and shit.
But did you ever, like, play with a Ouija board as a kid and, like,
Sure.
everyone believed that it was actually moving while someone was fucking moving it?
Yeah.
So I feel like it could be a very similar experience where everyone's like, I'm seeing this. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. It's the power of suggestion. It's like when the first person mentions that they're seeing something, your trip may move over to seeing that because you've been suggested that this is what's happening.
Maybe.
It's a theory. I have no scientific basis either way.
That works.
Have you experienced such a thing?
No. I haven't really tripped with enough people because usually if I do drugs, I do them by myself.
Why? That's boring.
I don't want anyone fucking my shit up. No, I've only really I tripped by accident on mushrooms. I took LSD probably in like 2021. I thought that I was microdosing. I was like, because I was really depressed, and I was like, it'd probably make me feel better. It was just a dose. It was just one hit of acid. And
that's enough to get you off to the races, though.
Yeah, and the only thing that happened really was like I saw sloths in the, like in the marble in the bathroom, and the walls were breathing, and the pictures looked like they were moving. And it was fun. When I accidentally took too many mushrooms, it wasn't. It's not. I didn't take like a hero's dose or anything. But
Boo, you should.
That scares me.
Why?
Because I like kind of feeling like I'm in control. I like to have I like to have one foot based in reality.
All you got to tell yourself is, my body will metabolize this. I'll be fine.
But sometimes you get caught in like thought loops and stuff. And
oh yeah, no, I definitely was tripping pretty hard during the pandemic, and like at one point like had to talk myself down on like that I was not dying right now.
Oh yeah. And that's where I'm at, like on a regular trip dose, just like a chill little hee hee ha. But I took mushrooms with some friends and accidentally got a little too buzzed, and I saw sacred geometry in the sky, and I saw faces in the sky, and my friends were also like, oh yeah, I'm seeing those same things, but I don't, I'm sure we weren't seeing the same exact ones. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that that's where Iceland got the gnomes from. I know it's a really specific. That's just what I think.
I don't know. I mean, I obviously can't explain why Iceland has gnomes. Could be their horrible fish diet. I don't know.
Fish equals gnomes.
Could be. Well, no, because the Japanese did a lot of fish, and they don't have gnomes.
No. Sorry. I had to. I don't know what the Japanese have, like dragons and stuff, right?
I mean, they have dragons, they have oni, they have, I mean, there's a lot going on in like Japanese mysticism. Yeah.
Their things are way cooler than ours too, though. It's really annoying. We're like, we have Jesus or whatever. And they're like, well, we have gnomes. I'm like, oh, that must be nice for you.
And they have Jesus.
Do they?
The Icelandics, I'm pretty sure they have Jesus.
Oh, I thought they were smarter than that.
I mean, they may nominally have Jesus. I mean, in America, even non-religious is like quickly becoming the number one quote religion.
Yeah, I mean, because I think that a lot of us are using our fucking heads. Like, I don't really think that if there's a man in the sky, he gives half a shit about what I have to fucking say anyway. He doesn't care if I'm touching, if I'm fucking guys with strap-ons. He doesn't care, honestly, he doesn't give a fuck if I steal a loaf of bread from the grocery. None of that shit. He doesn't fucking care.
Oh, I posted a meme recently that had just tickled me so much. It was just like, it was, from God. It's like, your prayers are an insult to me. I'm omniscient. You're assuming that I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like
he doesn't care. He's got other shit to do or whatever.
Like, wipe out some people with tsunami or some shit.
Yeah, he's like too busy laughing at the starving kids that he created. I just don't get it. But yeah.
As I said in your live last night, it served its purpose back in the day. Like when we were all fucking small tribes having these fucking laws and rules kept people from murdering each other within the tribe. Like, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Makes perfect sense when there's a couple hundred of us.
Yeah.
And, murdering people's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not kill. Or, like, both Judaism and Islam, like, oh, uncooked pork will fucking kill you back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, let's not fuck with pork.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, like, still, pork is like, you got to make sure that you're getting the right stuff because it's kind of sketchy.
Delicious, though.
It will give you a tapeworm or like some
I could use one.
Well, I have a market for you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Gonna hook me up with the diet plan?
Yeah, just a couple of uncooked pieces of pork, and then you wait a couple of weeks, and then, and then they start working their magic.
The problem is in modern America, I'm pretty sure our pork is so full of antibiotics and fucking other drugs that it's probably fine.
Sure. Well, that and it's basically not even food because pigs will eat anything. And so they're just giving them all the fucking leftover shit from the grocery store with the plastic and the cardboard on it.
There's a pig farm in Vegas where they feed them the leftover buffet food that doesn't get...
I mean, at least there's that because they're giving them actual food.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like, that's particularly good for pork. Like, there's a lot of pork products on the buffet.
Well, I feel like pigs are probably, like, cannibalistic.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, so that I don't think that that's as big of a deal as, like, literally just feeding them plastic. And so we're then, because you are what you eat. Like,
well, I mean, all of us, like science has said recently, have, like, plastics in our bloodstream that are just never going away from the drinking water and from...
Yeah. I don't really know. I don't know what to do. I'm like, can I start juicing? Like, what's gonna...
No, just steer into the fucking bad habits and, like, we're all gonna die anyways.
Go hog wild.
Exactly. I didn't want to laugh at that. I did not want to laugh at that.
I win.
For the moment. I'll give you that one, but I did not want to laugh at that.
Yeah, no, I'm the worst, honestly. My puns are terrible.
Just keep telling yourself that and you'll believe it eventually.
That my puns are terrible?
That you're the worst.
Oh, no, I mean, who doesn't love a dad joke? Like, you hate it, but you don't.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I've snuck a couple in here that you'll get later if you didn't get them.
Oh, I just decided to no sell them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't let have you coming out here with your ego being too large. Oh, he was laughing at all my shit.
Oh, no, it's okay. It'd be okay if you laughed. I have so many people who tell me that I should do stand up.
What's stopping you?
I don't. Wow, like, ugh. I just I can't be good at everything, And if I was good at that, and I did that too, like, I don't think it's fair for anyone else.
Life's not fair. So what?
No, I just think that a lot of my friends have like severe brain injuries, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, that's also possible.
Yeah.
Probable even.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not funny.
Well, luckily, a lot of people in America have brain injuries, so maybe that's your audience.
Yeah. If I figure it out, then I'm gonna go straight to like, I don't know, maybe like the where do they send all the soldiers that they don't take care of?
The morgue?
No, the ones that are like trying, they're like,
The VA?
Yeah. I'm gonna start my stand up at the VA because
you're gonna go Patch Adams the VA.
Yeah, I think that they would really like what I have to offer.
What you should do is go sign up for a USO tour and then just go see the world on the government's dime. touring military bases doing stand-up.
That weirdly reminds me, because I was like, in my head, the segue that I took to get to the thing that I'm about to say was they would probably just be jerking off to me. And then I remembered that fairly often I get messages from guys who tell me that my Inked magazine cover got them through their prison stay.
So how much are you charging them on OnlyFans?
I don't. They get a discount.
Violent felon, you get a discount.
Oh yeah. I don't wanna poke that bear. Yeah, they're big fans. I have huge prison fan base.
How many packs of ramen is it to sign up for your OnlyFans?
Oh, what do those go for? Like 30 cents at Walmart? No, they're probably more than that now.
Yeah, but you got to go by prison rates. Can't go outside world ramen rates.
It's just by donation when it comes to prisoners, honestly. Whatever they can have, I'll take. Just please don't hurt me. Yeah, there's a guy. I am a prison tattoo a couple of times over.
Who has the best prison tattoo of you?
Fuck. There's a guy who has like the whole cover on his ribs, like the whole thing.
Legitimately, like, how does it make you feel to like have people tattoo you on them? I'm not just talking prisoners, like in general.
Yeah.
Like just
I know that I've been used as a reference a couple of times. I'm flattered. But also I'm like, you couldn't like I don't know, like I just don't think that any of the stuff that I've put out is like tattoo worthy. I'm like, I don't know. Did you really want to is that the right move, do you think? Yeah, someone has me as a clown, like the gangster clown kind of like, yeah, they did that and they put I'm on their neck.
Hey, that's a choice.
Yeah, I'm on someone's neck.
Forever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is fucking nuts. I mean, yeah, that's just fucking nuts. I don't know what it, like, I'm never going to be in a position where people are tattooing me on them, but like, I don't know how I'd react to that.
No, it's a little, I don't, because I don't know how to respond. I'm like, thank you, or I don't know. Most of the tattoos aren't like the highest quality. Like I said, the majority of them are prison tattoos. And I'm like, hey, as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, that is definitely the important part. As long as they're happy with the art. I mean, you may get to a point where like people get your fucking signature tattooed on them too.
There is one guy who has who has my Suicide Girl's name signature. Yeah. He has a bunch of our signatures. Which is fine. He's a big fan.
I don't know. There's very few things. I'm like, I was about to be like, there's nothing that I'm that passionate about in life. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I do have a Slayer tattoo on me. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But to be fair, I got that Slayer tattoo like the day Jeff Hanneman died.
That is fair.
Like it was like it's my stage name. It's like obviously the band was influential when I was a fucking teenager. Like Matt Slayer's my shitty high school nickname because I was the kid who wore Slayer shirts all the time. So like, when Hanneman passed, I went to Elm Street Tattoo in Dallas and like got a Halloween tattoo that day. And like it just felt like the right move to do. But it's like there are very few things like I feel have that much of an impact in my life where like, I want this symbol of someone else's work on my body for the rest of my life.
So do all of your tattoos have meaning?
Fuck no. No, the meaning is they look cool.
Yeah.
Some of them, this whole arm is like a thing. It's all quotes. So,
okay.
And like it came out not great. Like it's not exactly like it's all different fonts and like, but I feel they're mostly, quotes that have meaning, which is, it's like the three quotes that are on there are luck favors the backbone, not the wishbone. which is Doyle Brunson, who's a professional poker player.
Okay.
History is written by the victors, Churchill. And Paranoia is just reality on a finer scale, which is technically James Cameron.
Okay.
It's a line from the movie Strange Days, which was written by Cameron.
And what would you say your most meaningless tattoo is?
I mean, this one's just funny, but
Nice.
yeah. For the audio audience, it's the NC-17 tattoo. I mean, it's pretty meaningless.
Yeah.
But it's also hilarious.
How old is that one?
Like 17 years at this point?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got that when I was 25.
Yeah. Almost old enough to fuck. That's great.
Yeah, once again, average penis isn't reaching up there.
Okay.
Sorry to disappoint anyone who's like, oh, is this dick picking up to the relation? No, it's not.
For you to tit fuck yourself?
Yeah.
You know, well, so do you think there are any trans girls out there that are tit fucking themselves?
I hope so.
Me too. I kind of want to know. Do I look it up right now?
Yeah, well, not right now. We're going to wrap the podcast soon. But
Okay.
once we get off air, feel free. But like,
Yeah.
You don't have. I'm not like, get the fuck out. You're gonna no. But in the middle of the conversation, it's probably a little bit of a faux pas. Like, I do want to post this to YouTube at some point.
Okay. I
Like,
won't look to see if
Full on porn noises, it's just not gonna
No,
fly.
I wouldn't put the sound on.
Well, you don't want to hear the meat on meat?
No, well, that's for when I jerk off to it later myself.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Fair. I don't know.
I got so used to being a roommate at some point that I forgot that I could listen to porn with the sound on when I moved into a place by myself.
Hey, you turn off the sound when you had roommates?
Oh yeah.
Weird.
I know. I just didn't. I'm sure they could hear my vibrator anyway.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. Like, I don't feel the need that as long as I'm not like jerking it off in front of a roommate, like I don't feel the need that I have to, hide that shit.
No, I don't want anyone to know.
Except talking about it on a podcast.
Yeah, that's different. I was coming in your bed. Any former roommates of mine, or just in my house because you were my roommate. But anyways, yeah, no, I'm always jerking off.
Well, I'm thrilled that you have managed to make it like 2 hours without jerking off, unless you did that while you're in my bathroom.
You'll never know.
I won't lose any sleep over it either way. But I'm actually going to call Abby. We have been doing this for like 2 hours already.
Yeah.
So before we get you out of here, where can they find you on the things? Where can they find your music that we only briefly touched on?
Okay, so music is not out yet, but I currently have a subscription set up on my Instagram so that you can get all the behind the scenes stuff and you can get the clips of the songs that we're making and things like that. Otherwise, they're not going to be heard until the full versions come out throughout the year. It's going to be a little while before that happens, but if you want to catch that now, along with whatever I want to post for my subscribers on Instagram, you can do that. Instagram.com/Abbey Soandso or at Abbey Soandso, the traditional way. And then just at Abbey Soandso, pretty much everywhere on the internet, Twitter, OnlyFans, TikTok, Venmo.
Cash App.
Yeah.
Send Abby your money.
Yeah. For Venmo, it's Abbey Soandso 23. Thanks.
Abby, it's been a pleasure. We'll definitely do this again at some point next time you're in town or some shit.
Yeah. This is super fun. Thank you for having me.
My absolute pleasure. And until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.